If you would like to get into running or compete in some races, a running club is a great way to get involved. The Rocky Mountain Roadrunners have over 500 members and provide year-round group training, fun runs, and trophy series races.
We have training runs like this on, Tuesday evenings at Wash Park, Saturdays here at the Highline Canal at DeKoven, and it's just a great opportunity for people to get together that love being outdoors, that enjoy meeting one another and talking about their next race. And I think one of the other good benefits is that we all are thinking in terms of personal goals. We all have half marathons or whether it be an ultra or a trail race that we enjoy doing. And frequently they involve travel, and so a lot of times people will get together and book their flights together in their hotel rooms. And last weekend there were about a dozen of us that were up at Grand Junction doing the Rimrock Run through the Colorado National Monument, and it was just a stunning place to run, and it was just a fantastic time. I would say we've got people that run as much in the 10, 11, 12, 13-minute pace as we do people that run in the 7, 6, and 5.5-minute pace. Whether you're a good runner or just getting started, it's a great organization to join because there's people of all different abilities. For an individual membership, it's $30 a year. For a family membership, it's $40, and that's for a 12-month period. And that's pretty much it. The monthly races are free to members. If you're a non-member, it only costs you $5 to race with the group, so it's very, very nominal. Also, another benefit of membership besides the raffles and the monthly races, would be the discounts that members get at the area running stores. They get a 15% discount at area running stores, which would include, Sporting Women, 2 Feet to Go, Runner's Roost, and Boulder Running Company.
When the weather turns cold, staying comfortable on the trail becomes more difficult. Next, Diane Van Duren will tell us how she stayed warm during her race in Alaska.
Well, in order for me to compete in 100-mile races, I run through rain, I run through snow, I run through heat, I run through rivers. There's many elements that I endeavor when I run in these races. So some of the clothes that I wore when I did this race in Alaska was, I obviously started with long underwear underneath. That was the first layer that I had. And then I had on top of that, I had a pair of insulated pants and also then a shirt here that's heavier that would also wick away the sweat from my body. So some of the things, I've got the Gore-Tex top here and the Gore-Tex bottom. This is totally windproof, waterproof, and keeps my body warm. I wear these gloves that North Face puts out. It's a lighter version, what I could wear during the day in cold temperatures. And at night, then I would switch to a Gore-Tex glove, something that's heavier and something that would keep me warmer as the elements drop. Also, the shirts that I wore, I had a long-sleeve Polypro shirt here that would wick away the sweat from my body. The hats, I would bring a couple hats in case one of them got very wet. I always bring a couple of each item that I bring in case of wetness. So these hats that I wore were windproof and waterproof also. Now, one thing I did do when I was in Alaska is I changed my socks a lot. I needed to have good socks that would keep my feet dry on top of the Gore-Tex shoes that I wore. Now, this Gore-Tex shoe that North Face puts out was actually voted one of the top trail running Gore-Tex shoes by Outside Magazine. It's a wonderful performance shoe, but it does what it says. It keeps your feet dry, and it keeps your feet comfortable from blistering and other aspects. Brightness out in Alaska is so bright, you definitely need to have a good pair of sunglasses. So I would usually wear my light sunglasses during the day, and then if it was snowing heavier, I needed more protection on my face because of the coldness and the sun, I would have to put on a ski goggle. And then whenever I would be running and would have to get something to drink, I couldn't carry the water outside my body because it would freeze because of the conditions. So I carried my water in these containers, these insulated bottle containers, and I put my water in the Nalgene bottle and then put it in this insulated covering, which would keep it from freezing. So every time that I had to stop and get a drink, I'd have to pull off the trail, open up this container, drink the water, and then I would go ahead and put it back in and continue. But as I pulled off the trail, what I would do is I would throw on a down coat, because as you stop, your body temperature drops so quickly that I had to keep warm. And then as soon as I finished eating and drinking, I'd throw it back into my sled and then I'd continue in the race. Believe it or not, I did run for a period of 45 hours straight. I did not sleep, but I did eat and drink. But it was continuous movement, and I really couldn't stop for a long period of time because the body would get so cold. So as long as I kept one foot in front of the other, I continued moving, I continued eating and drinking, I knew that I had a good chance at finishing this race.
You can find information about the Rocky Mountain Roadrunners at rmrr.org.